Hello, hello. This is Kristina, your host today, and today is a new episode of KSM Podcast, Going Business Online with Kristina. And what I wanted to share with you, I'm so excited. I have my special guest speaker, Lady Katja Heron, far away from Slovenia, but it's not too far away. I'm in Serbia, in Belgrade. She is in Slovenia. Katja, welcome to the new episode of KSM Podcast.
Yeah. Thank you, Christina. I'm so happy to be here. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining, and I'm so happy to have you today. So tell us a little bit about you. As I mentioned, you are from Slovenia. So who you are and what you do, introduce yourself.
Okay, so yeah, I'm from Slovenia. I live in a small village up the hill. I moved there actually here when I still had a job. So the commute was like just to just for daily commute. But yeah, I went online. I started my own business online in 2020. I first tried to go online, then after trying this and this and that and so on, right? Then I started properly. Then I created my own business and so on. So now I have been fully online since since February 21, doing that. And now it makes sense to live up the hill and
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
And
now
it's different. And what is your background? Because here in what we wanted to promote in KSM podcast, Going Business Online with Kristina, is about our guest speakers to spread the word about their business and share their stories in terms to influence other entrepreneurs or potential entrepreneurs to start their own business journey. And we are so excited to hear your story today.
So I went online. I decided to start my own business and so on because it was like COVID, the 2020 year. And before that, I had a job. I was working in food company here in Slovenia, and I was actually developing food packaging. This was my thing, right? So this was my job. So it was very technical job, a lot of engineers, food engineers, like materials and so very far away from having a business online, like as far as possible, right? In the industry, production lines, stuff like this. But then COVID happened, and wages went down, and then people started to get laid off also. And I was just like thinking, like, this is not good. I need something, like this is not developing in the proper way. And one day, like every Monday, it was who will come and who will not come to job, right? So it was like the stress there of this pressure of will you even have a job next Monday was immense, right? And it was like, what even to do? How I need to do something else, right? I have two kids. I'm single. It's not like, oh, let me just play a bit, right? So this was why I went online. But then I said, okay, I need to switch. I need to do something else. I don't want to depend on a job anymore. I want to have my own money. I want to, learn how to have business, because I had absolutely no knowledge, like nothing, like not even a clue. What does this mean? I've been in jobs for all my life, right? And then I started to look, what can I do? How can I learn stuff? And then for a year, I went from one program to another to try to, like different stuff, like web pages. I started YouTube channel. I had my own product developed. I was selling it on Amazon. I was like, how can I actually start? And I spent basically all my savings on learning that, and I made zero. Like this was my first year online. I made exactly zero, like nothing.
I wanted to ask, and you wanted to share with us that job in the food industry just stopped in time of virus. It was stopping, or just you need to change it, to shift it. Just what was the reason to shift your job in terms to move in
I mean, like before that, it was an okay job, right? It was an okay job. It was well paid and so on. But then when COVID happened and so on, like wages went down, they went to minimum, and it was not even enough for bills or anything. But also, like I will just tell you, so when COVID happened, I was a head of a team of 17 people. By the time in that 1 year, we were only 4 left. Right, so like you never knew whether you will even have a job tomorrow or not, and I had to do something out of that. But also when you start thinking about, oh, how much I develop, how much I depend on a job, how much I don't like this boss, how much I want to like build something of my own, and so you cannot go back. Right, once this idea come, I want to be my own boss. I want to be able to move from place to
You
place.
got aha moment and say, okay,
it was like,
just click on that and say, okay, why I shouldn't do something for myself?
Exactly. It was that pressure from monetary and also all that. But then when you start to think about this, you say, yeah, I actually want to do this. Not that I need to do this, but I want to do it, right? So this was huge motivation then, right? To actually, I want to do this. No matter what, I'm not going back to job.
You decided, it was final decision to do it.
Yeah,
And when you mentioned
bridges were burnt,
and I wanted to get back on track what you say, but I wanted to connect about your previous job, because just for listeners, just to have some connection and way and route and way how it happened. And you mentioned, okay, I shifting that, and I wanted to, and you try this, try that, spend money on many educational, like many entrepreneurs before, and guest speakers who shared the same story. And I had one of my friends, she wanted this, and she started like accounting or like bookkeeping, but she said, I tried this, I tried to sell on Amazon and eBay, I tried to do this, to do that, and after that she finally found herself in that business. So and how it's happened after that, you tried and finally you find yourself in something. It's coaching, I mean, like just
what I figured is that if you want to have business, that there are certain skill set that you simply need to learn, right? And this is something that I didn't know. This was a revelation for me. I thought that when you go online, that you will like build a web page and web page will do the stuff for you, or you will say like, oh, let me have a podcast, and somehow people will just come and you will just like make money. And so like I thought that it's about technology, right? But then going from one program to another and falling on my butt again and again and again, nothing worked. Then I said, okay, so what do I need to learn? Like how do you do this, right? And then I stumbled upon, like, I started to communicate, to talk with the guy. He was doing well online. He was, he was a marketer, successful marketer. And I said it was COVID again. So you know how it went, like,
of course.
We had another lockdown and it was depressing.
Many of them.
Yeah, and they had no one to talk, to like, I was for years spending time and money and, on this and, hitting the wall again and again. And I said, okay, so at least some guy that I can ask, what am I doing wrong? What am I not seeing here, right? And he said then, yeah, sure. I mean, like, you are learning the wrong things. Like it's that simple, right? You're learning stuff for established businesses. But if you start a business, you need proper skills. It's like ABC. You need to learn how to market, how to sell, right? You need to learn how to build a business, how to grow your audience, how to build a brand properly, how to monetize, whatever it is, like coaching.
But before that, you need to know what is your product. What do you want it to sell?
Actually, no. Actually, in the other way around. Like it's
if you wanted to sell your business,
whatever,
but you can do it affiliate programs. You can
whatever. You will need the same skills, right? So it's like learning the alphabet. So like you want to write a book, right? And then you don't go like, okay, so what will the book be about? No, first you want to learn how to read and write, and then you can write any book. Right. So this is what was for me. It was like, Oh, you mean this? Okay, so I actually don't know the basics, right? So it was so, and then I started. He actually he suggested some coaching to me and so on. He became my mentor, and I started with from zero again. Like I froze everything that I did before. I went just like with Facebook, just simple Facebook. He suggested some high ticket product for me to just like start with something, right? And in 6 weeks I made the first sale, and then in 6 months I made $30,000. In a year I crossed 6 figures, right? And so 1 year I was like there trying 101 things, like whatever I could find, I tried, and nothing, right? So zero. And then the next year, starting again from zero, I crossed $100,000. And the only difference here was that I got the chance to learn the proper skills, how to actually build a business.
And tell me, how did you connect with your first client before? Because you didn't know online space, you start learning, you get a coach, and how did you connect with that? Because maybe it's going to be, here we wanted to share everything about a business, about sales, about whatever speakers have to share it. And it's so good for our listeners. It's going, sometimes, as I said, all those kind of episodes, it looks like masterclass because my guest speakers just share their stories, and through that they share values and share their experience, which can be so useful for listeners to listen it, and maybe they can start from there.
Yeah, you're absolutely doing such an amazing work here to share this stuff and so on. So yeah, I salute
you so much.
And
because of that, this podcast is top 20 to follow in 2024 by FeedSpot. Exactly. So yeah, because of guest speakers, of topics, of duration of the podcast. So yeah, I'm so excited, and this is obligation to get back, so good and excellent guest speakers who will share their stories as you are today. And thank you again for joining. Here you are about how did you find your first client? Either that you mentioned once to me that you run only one Facebook page.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is that there are no, this stuff doesn't happen by coincidence, right? By luck. Oh, let me, maybe hope.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
I believe.
So it's all about, the real asset in business is actually your audience, right? Properly built audience. And the majority of people, like 95%, now I'm a coach, I teach people how to build six-figure businesses and so on from zero, right? Just like the same as I did, right? I'm head coach in the program and so, but I see like 95% of people, they just like hoard people and hope, like whichever channel you take, right? Maybe they're on Facebook. I work with Facebook, just the profile. I don't even do ads, nothing. But maybe they're on Facebook, maybe on YouTube, maybe they're having podcasts, maybe they're on Amazon, or but like they're just like hoarding people and hope that among these people, somehow, a client will be, right? But you can turn this around, and this is like this basic skill set, right? You can build your audience only from people who have the potential to become your clients. And this is
how did you share a message? How did that first client come to you and start working with you?
So number one,
did you remember?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know remember?
It's a huge potential, and
I made the first
in your life.
Yeah, and then my first sale was it was equal to 2 months' salary of me at that moment. So you remember stuff. it stays in your memory. So number one is that you grow your audience properly, so that out of those people you communicate only with those people, not just like a horde of people, but actually properly build audience. So this is one thing. Then you are just.
Do you mean that there were people who connected you to you on email, or how do you build that to message you on Messenger or connect with them via email, or however? Just maybe you can narrow it, because people wanted to hear this story.
I work only with Facebook profile. So I have my Facebook profile, and on this profile, I choose very carefully who will be my audience. I know exactly.
Who do you want to connect with?
Yes, yes. So this is very like, not one single person there is there by coincidence, right? So this is one thing. This is like it's two-sided coin. So one is to connect with right people. And this here you can be like stricter that you are, better. You have to know really, really well. Otherwise, you're just like, walking blindly through the swamp, right? No, you want
because all those people wanted to offer and sell something in that. If you connect with many people as friends and say, hi, this is so good what you do, and people say to me, exactly. Hey, I have Instagram, I have this, but no conversion, exactly. Because you connect with wrong people. Exactly. I'm talking about in general.
In 95% of people, this is the case, right? And this is something that myself personally, I would never figure out that fast by my own, right? No way. Right. So this is something that it's so good that someone guides you, right? So this is one side of the coin, right people. Another is you presenting yourself properly. So that these right people see that you're a right match for them, right? So this you can use for this, you can use something as simple as Facebook profile, because it's not about the channel. It's not about being on 3 platforms at once or anything. It will not help you. You can have just one place, but do that right, and you will be making like 6 figures in a year.
So listeners can connect with you to share with them how did you start, maybe to help them, to share your experience.
Sorry, something was freezing. Can you repeat?
Sorry, if you our listeners can connect with you to share with them how did you start, and only use simple one profile.
Yes. Yeah, they absolutely, I mean, like they can connect with me, absolutely. Like I have
of course. I will share all information about you. I put contact.
I share a lot. Like I have a group on Facebook also, and I do videos there. So yeah, absolutely. They are very welcome. I mean, like this is how I think that there is no school to teach you how to do business, right? Even business schools, they are just like they're teaching you some theory that actually doesn't work, right? It's just how it is.
And right? Do you think in terms, when you mentioned we don't have any kind of school because we're so different and unique, do you think that people, when they come to you, they see you as a person on some energetical level to connect with you, and then come to see how they can connect with your message, they can connect with you as a person, just because we cannot work with everyone. Maybe there are people who can work, it's appropriate for you, but that person is not it's not in connection, that person doesn't resonate with you, or you don't. Yes, you understand absolutely. what I'm talking about, like any kind of on relationship.
Exactly, it's both. And this is what I'm saying, the proper audience. It has to be both. It has to be objectively, that people have the objectively potential to become your clients. So this is one. And also then subjectively, I tell to all people who I coach, like connect. Also, one of the criteria who you will have in your audience is that you like people there. This is like, if you are building your own business, you want to work with people who you like.
That's right? True.
So that's true. You have objective criteria. You cannot go around objective criteria. What is actually what people who are eligible to have in your audience need to have. Like this is it, right? This is a fact. It has to be. But then within that, this is an important criteria. Because
they couldn't be your clients, some of them. This is the way how you build your funnel to connect with people on professional level who wanted to connect with you in terms of what you do, for your business. But maybe they're not going to be immediately your clients. I mean, they're
of course not.
different. It's
the majority.
They can follow what you do, and maybe once they can come and ask you about some advice, but maybe there are people who are not in position to be at the moment because of their finances or whatever it may be, but maybe they can be on your waiting list, and one day they will start working with you. This is how you can build your funnel, I mean.
I mean, like
any other entrepreneur.
Yeah, like it's it doesn't really matter, like if I now, so it doesn't matter what kind of niche you're in or what kind of product you work with, or, you know, not even like what kind of price you're having. At any given moment, any given niche, any given product, there are about 3% of people ready to buy. Just 3%.
But you need to find them, or they need to find you.
No, nothing like this. You want to build your stream of buyers. So a pool of buyers from which all the time 3% of people will come out. So this is what you want to do. So again, we come back to, you know, having really, really strict criteria who is in this pool. Because if you just have here random people, you will not get 3% of buyers all the time. But if you get right people here and you nurture them, and this is again something that you can do just with your profile. That's it, right? Profile, nothing fancy, but know this. Then, you know, at any given moment, people will come out, these 3% of people, and they will become your buyers. And at the same time, these 3%, when they do come to this point of, you know, oh, my pain is so big now, I want to solve this, I just want, they will not buy from anyone else. They're your people now. So you have two things, right? But the majority of people who go online and they are, you know, they want to build business, they're chasing this 3% right up front, right? It's very hard. You know how many people would you have to have, like, statistically, right? Even to find this 3%, you know, it's not, this is not how you go. You build your own pool of buyers. Right? And then you have people there that will come out. And this proves to be like, this is not something that I would invent or that I would figure out. You know, this proves to be how people simply are. So what is your job as a business owner, right? Is to figure out how to connect with people who have the problem that you can solve, and will down the line sometime come to this point of becoming a buyer. But they have to have a problem and they have to be objectively eligible to buy from you, right?
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, and then, you know, you have them in this pool and then you communicate with them. Then this is the second part. How will you then communicate with them? And like, you have this becomes constant stream. People get in, they get in this time, whichever is the time, they get ready to, you know, to move forward with the decision. And then you just like put an offer in front of them, and that's it. That's it. Right?
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Very simple.
It's so
we
simple.
need to simplify things. I mean,
so simple. And then this goes like, you have maybe your own offer, like coaching offer or whatever, or you have an affiliate offer. The mechanics, the skill set is the same. Right? So me personally, I started with high-ticket affiliate marketing because I had absolutely no idea what I even want to do. I just like, I just said, okay, I just need to start somewhere. I need to start a business, you know, I need to learn stuff. I need to have something to monetize. So I started with high-ticket affiliate marketing, and which proves to be like really good way to start, because then you can focus solely on learning the skill set, building an audience, building your brand. You have in the back end this high ticket, right? And then down the line, when you figure stuff out, then you say, okay, so now I want to upgrade this to certain new thing, but you already have an audience. You already have brand. You just like plug it in, you know, with your own offer. So it works really well like this, to separate these two parts, to not have too much at the beginning, right? Oh, I have to develop a product, then I have to figure this out, then I have to also learn the business skills, I also have to build an audience, I also have to build the brand. This is too much, right? So don't make it harder for yourself.
Simplify things. So, and who do you mostly work, Katja? Who are your clients? You work online, of course, and I mean all around the world. And women, men, you know, just to share with us, maybe for our listeners to connect with you, they will, you know, and yeah, do you do coaching, group coaching, one-to-one?
Yeah, I work with people who, you know, people who have a job, they want to quit it, they don't like it anymore. They want to build their own businesses, but they get stuck. They don't know
And
what
do you work in
Exactly.
terms to work with you, like as affiliate marketing, to start working in that way? Or just they wanted to start their business, but they can use your coaching to move forward and to find to guide them through the process, how to start that.
Yeah. I'm also like I have my own offers. I'm coach also, but I'm also head coaching in some programs that are already established and so on. So basically, like we teach people, or me myself, I teach people the skill set on how to build a business, right? How to build six-figure business with whatever is it that you want. And then, is this affiliate marketing? Is this your own offer? Like there are people who are coaches, for example, lots of coaches, who, they have these amazing coaching skills, amazing knowledge in this way to help people, but they don't know how to turn this into business, right? Or they have some other products, or maybe affiliate marketers, network marketers. It doesn't matter, like the skill set is the same, right? So, I do this. So yeah, basically I teach people how to build six-figure business online, coming out of job, so it feels good when people say, I'm starting.
It doesn't matter what kind are, if they are from wellness industry or if they are from any kind of industry, like travel industry or dental industry. It doesn't matter.
No,
it's like in universal, how you can say,
yes.
in general.
Yes.
That's so good. It doesn't matter if that person, business owner, is women or man. Everything is
no, and all in between. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like learning. How I see things, right, is that just like we basically right now, if you have no digital identity, you almost don't exist, right? If you don't have a Google account, you cannot even book a vacation. You cannot even have you have to have certain digital identity. In a few years, we all will be like, in a way, one person business online. Either you will have like just an employer and you will do some cheap stuff for him, or you will actually have a business line. This is the only difference, right? So it doesn't matter who you are, how you are. Business skills this is like ABC. It's like this, right? So if you learn how to have business, how you build properly your audience, your brand, how you monetize whatever you have, then you can have your business. If not, you will still be online, only that you will be working on Fiverr, or with some remote employer, competing with some very cheap labor force countries. So this is the prospect, right? So in my view, it makes a lot of sense to educate yourself on this. How do you make money out of anything you want?
Yeah, and as you know that I'm in this online business 15 years from now, and we've done many websites and landing pages and other things. But with that, as a marketing manager in that team for the web and graphic design, I started like the coaching part. And finally, I ran podcasts, which I was shy in front of the camera, but through the digital, it was like a challenge. And I started with my mentor and my coach. And then what I wanted to say that through this coaching part, what I coach, how to build online presence, this is so important for business owners, and everything is organically. No paid ads like a Google ads, on Facebook ads, is everything organically, or networking, connect with people, referral marketing, word of mouth, and it's so important. So just to, that people know what I do. This is lovely. And as you said, I'm so excited to have you today, just to share your story and share your knowledge in terms that will be so successful for our listeners to know new things. And every single person has experience, has story. And how when you started and you triggered that to start it, as you said, okay, I have online digital knowledge, online knowledge, zero. It was like this.
It was zero. It was zero. I didn't even have a Facebook profile. Like, it was zero. It was, yeah.
But sometimes it's better than, when drivers drive without start driving before they go to the driving exams.
Yeah.
And then it's like
Actually,
we have many accounts on many different platforms. So, and when they start driving without knowledge, they are so good drivers. So just like a compare something.
exactly.
As you
You're
said.
so right. You're so right. You don't then have to even to unlearn stuff, right? So this is like good thing to hear also, like especially like in the countryside and so on. Like, you know, kids, they get to learn how to drive cars, you know, by parents, by dads and so on. So this is like pretty common. And then when it comes to, okay, now drive properly, they have to unlearn first. So yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, of course. And then, as you mentioned, so it's so important to be so simple and simplify things. And when you do many many multitasking is overwhelming. So
Yes.
it's so use your energy, you know. And we said when your energy, when you're where your focus your focus goes, your energy flows. So it's important to synergy your energy and put it on place to get much results, and to, as you said, we can learn many things, but finally we need to run our business and be much more focused. So we need to, today we have billions of information on internet, and sometimes we need to separate what is worthy, what isn't, and yeah, people need to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, one of the things that I see like many times, many cases is that people go to, let's say, to multiple platforms. One doesn't work, right? So they start somewhere and then they see like people are moving to some new one. Oh, maybe that will work and so on. And they then spread all over the place, like, you know, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere, right? Oh, let me make also a web page. And so like, it doesn't matter, right? If you don't know on one platform what to do, you will not know. Like the platform is just a place to be. It's not,
That people
it will
know
not,
that you're existing, that people can find you.
but they will not even know. They will not even know. Like, on Facebook, you have 3 billion people. On Twitter, on X, you have 800 million people. Like, if you just hope that they will know, they will not know. A platform will not connect you to the right people, and so no, it doesn't work this way, right? So like you're saying, simplify stuff, go just with one platform. If you know how to do one
and put all your energy on that platform,
yes,
and write
just
people
one. It's
and
not,
connect with people in professional way, not in funny stuff.
yeah, I mean, like in proper way, right? So go on one platform, but then learn how, like, you know, like, would you, oh, I want to have a house. Would you build 6 houses at once? No, right? You would say, okay, I need one house. It will be enough for me to be warm and to be safe. One house. So let me learn first how to build this house. One, not let me start, do whatever, and then, oh, let me start another, let me start another, let me start another, and somehow hope that, you know, house will just like pop up. No, right? It doesn't work this way.
And just imagine that you put all your energy in one house and build it. Like as a business, you need to to nurture it, and then you build it up and put all your energy there. Just imagine that, because you lose your energy trying the different things or be on different platforms, in case that we are talking about digital space. As you mentioned, for example, I was in one Facebook group for promoting my podcast. It showed me, and I wanted to see what happens. And when I post one link, you couldn't believe, there at once 30 people, like it was like a spammers. Hey, I wanted to, and you go to that profile and see that person have two, like I don't want to say from which country they are coming from, and I say, okay, it's like just blocking once mine from notification. There are many notification. It's like bugs, like come to you. And I said, okay, I don't want, and when I put my post and see and test it immediately, and I say, I'm going to cancel it and delete it, because and I don't need that kind of promotion, because it's blooming me out, because it takes my time, and sometimes it hacking account or something like that, because you don't know who are those people and how is it. But what is curious that I saw a few podcasters who are known online and one was talking to, and see that they're in that group, and I say, okay, but it's a group for promoting podcasts. So, but in terms of that, I saw that I know them, and because of that, I joined the group. Sometimes you can see, and they're so serious podcasters, but yeah, maybe they experience what I experienced, so maybe they're not too much active there. But anyway, so
yeah, like if you are going on more platforms, let's say, right? Like we spoke, this is like building more businesses at once. You don't need more businesses at once. You need one at the beginning, right? You will, like, people see it like, oh, let me go to so many, and then something will work, right? Something will, no. Go focus, right? One platform, one product, start simple.
one business model,
one way of getting leads, right? But do this, focus all your energy, all your finances also to learn how to do this properly. Because then you will go like this, up, right? But if you like stumble around and try this, try that, and I'm talking here from so much from my experience, then it will not happen by coincidence.
Thank you for your honesty to share with us.
I mean, like, it doesn't just, you don't just stumble upon stuff. You build in proper way, right? And this goes for every element, like audience built properly, your brand built properly, your content built properly, what you do in the process of selling properly. And then you have this process, it's just like, this is proven stuff. And it's just like something that you can count on.
And when we're talking about connecting to right people, because there are people, as we said, we connect with wrong audience sometimes. Do you sometimes go and wanted to connect with some profile or people? How do you connect mostly? How do you build connections, like that you see some profile and send message to connect, or both, that people come to you and send? Because there are people who send you message because they when I see profile, I see that person maybe wanted to offer me something.
Yeah, this is exactly what we teach in the program. There is no like testing and trying here, and so you have criteria. You know exactly where to find people who are like proper for depending on your brand, on what you work with, and so on.
Can you say one tip how we can find them, maybe just to discover for our listeners? Just only one tip to connect properly.
Let's say
to have those people in your business and your business funnel, not just like by funny stuff, and say, okay, we are friends. This is not for business.
So let's say Facebook. Why it's so good to start with Facebook as a platform, right? Is that Facebook has, for example, it has groups, right? So you can find, if you know how to, right? But these are things that a lot of people know, like what to do, right? It comes to how to do it, right? So overall,
we need how. Listeners, just listen to our Katja. Yeah. We need to know how to do it. We know what to do, but not know how.
Yeah, like you have on Facebook, you have 3 billion people. You don't have 3 billion of millionaires, right? So this is the how value, right? They don't know how. They know what to do about it, right? But they don't know how. They would all want to be millionaires without a question, right? So what you do, I mean, like you want to connect with people for whom you know that they have a problem that you can solve down the line. Right.
So and how you can discover that they have that problem? Go to profile or see their message. This is so important.
There are certain steps, right, how to do, but exactly how you're saying. Facebook is, for this reason, is very, very good because number one, it has groups where people gather around certain interests. So this tells you a lot, right? Also, you can check absolutely, like you have a lot of ways to check people, to see if you know what you're looking for, right? Then you will know, then you have information out there on the, you know, on the screen, compared to any other platform where you simply like put out the content and hope and wait that people will find you. On Facebook, you can be very proactive about this. But yeah, sure, you know, you have to know how to find the groups that are proper, how to then communicate with these people, how to choose out of 100,000 people who are in the group the right ones, depending, of course, on what you do, how you do, and then how you also like do the other part in the content, right? So it's all about like, you have very simple stuff. For example, like I counted once, it's like about 7 tasks per day that I do. 7 tasks. I'm like, you know, it's very simple. It's like my 17-year-old daughter could do if I tell her what to do, right? It's that. But every task have to be done properly, right? Because they support each other like this. So now, you know, going into one, it would be like, you know, false favor, we say in Slovenian, you know, it's like this. No, it's all the tasks have to combine, have to support each other, because otherwise it's like, you know, because it takes, like we said, right? So it's not that one person will buy like this, right? It's not like this. And this doesn't go for, it doesn't matter. You have product for $40 or $4,000. It doesn't matter. People will not buy like this. It doesn't go like this, right? So within this time, when the relationship is already, it's starting and so on, what will you do, right? So every task have to support each other. Otherwise, you're just like being busy, but nothing comes out. And then you don't even know, oh, doesn't it come out because I don't know what I'm doing, because I'm doing it wrong, or because, you know, it just takes time. So what's up, right? So this is why I said, like, you know, how you find people, how you do anything. Well, get someone who you can follow, who you can like say, okay, so show me this. Like I will tell you, like, in the coaching, this is like literally like showing a person, a child, how to drive, how to ride a bike. Put your leg here, put another leg here, like, you know, hands like this, you know, look straight ahead. And so like this is how you learn this, right? So yeah, my advice would be definitely get guidance. It will save you enormous amount of time. It will make you so much money. I always say like
and save time. And save time.
Coach is proper coach that will show you that is a time machine. Absolutely. Like, for example, I will tell you. So my coach, it took him 5 years to get to same results as I got to in 6 months.
Yes, because he moved through many steps and researched it and experienced it.
Exactly, because I was just like, he gave me only what's working. And I follow only that, but he had to test all that for me, right? Coach is like time machine, but it's also like money machine. Because you invest in that, but in this time, you're making money already.
Yeah, there are entrepreneurs who have a few or 5 coaches, you know.
Absolutely.
Before we ramp up a call today, it was amazing talking to you. Let me share with you how listeners can find you, how they can connect with you. Or maybe do you have some freebie for them, or free consultation, whatever you can share. I didn't ask you, but maybe to the end of this call today, do you have something that your website or your page or however, but I will put all those links, and because it's going to be on Amazon, Spotify, Apple Audio, and also on YouTube channel, KSM Podcast Going Business Only with Kristina. So it's going to be all those things.
I have a group on Facebook, so they're all welcome there. Like, guys, you're welcome there. Like, just come. We talk about like strategies, what to do with business, how to start, how to not start. Pretty straightforward talk. So it's called Bulletproof Affiliate Marketing. Like, we can put link in if you want to.
Yeah, of course, I will put all those links.
And actually, just if you want to, just now, today, literally, I started to, I will have, so I had birthday just like now this week. And I
Happy
decided,
birthday.
thank you. Thank you. And I decided that I will do free coaching calls for this reason, to celebrate with people. So yeah, I will have for 3 people, I will have free coaching call to share how step by step, how does this go and so on. If anyone is interested, you're welcome to, and you will find stuff for this in the group, how to apply. And so if you want to, like, you're welcome.
And listeners can find you as Katja Heron on Facebook,
Yeah.
on your profile. And
Yeah.
Finally, what is a message for people who wanted to start a business? Because you were in position 0, knowledge about online business. Just quick message.
Yeah, quick message. Keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible. Don't complicate. Technology will not do this for you. You will do it for you.
We're human beings, so we need to run
Yeah.
them. People
That's it. Don't even think,
created technology design, not
yeah,
technology
it's
created
you.
us.
It's you. And then get someone who will show you how to do it. It will be so much simpler. Like I would never go without, if I knew this. So yeah, it will save you time, it will save you money, it will save you nerves.
Katja, thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you for your you inspired me as well. Thank you so much for sharing all those things. It looks like masterclass today, but also you will be guest speaker next year because it's November still. So we will be next year also and talk to the new episode with Katja Heron from Slovenia. Katja, thank you so much and have a lovely day. And bye.
Thank you for having me, Kristina. It's always awesome to talk to you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.